That's how you take.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today, really on point.
Quite honestly, it's been a pleasant surprise for him. You know, he really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters, guys.
Jenkins in at shooting guard. Andy DeCumbo out there at Greg Monroe. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lets it go from 14.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And a wide open look for Freak. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 21. Outside Williams. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Off the iron that time.
It's been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
He tries for 3. Jenkins can't get it to go.
I cannot understand why he keeps jacking up these threes. This is not what the fans came to see.
And Parsons slams it in.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
For Dallas, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be getting
big group substitution. Mavericks shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Mayo against Parsons. Clock at 6. Elbow shot is on the way. Second shot opportunity, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Bucks with some changes. Derek Williams comes in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Carter Williams in for Vasquez. Carter Williams, the pass to Jenkins. Fires from deep. Good. Jenkins got 25 points in the game. Here is Barea. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. There's the screen. On the wing, Williams. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. 8 points for Williams.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Jenkins gets the front of the rim and out. Mavericks shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Williams up on top. Covered by Monroe. And Williams, here we go. And the shot is good. Williams has got 10. Carter Williams. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And at the end of the third. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens. Different look for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jenkins comes in, and it's Vasquez in for Marshall. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Harris. Nowitzki is out there with Mike Scott. Then there's Chandler Parsons, and it's Barea in at the 1.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Don't overlook the success they've had at the free throw line tonight either.
Parsons with it, now guarded by Middleton, and Harris wide open. He shoots. And Parsons kicks to Barea. Hits it from three-point range.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Now here's Jenkins, guarded by Harris. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Talk about some great numbers for Jenkins. 25 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Plumlee, he's checked in for Hansbrough. Monroe comes in for Williams. Parker's checked in for Chris Middleton. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Vasquez. Here's Parsons, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul.
Free throw good. Parsons. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Plumlee. And Dallas also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. Both free throws good from Parsons. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And here is Jenkins. Fade away. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Johnson kicks to Barea. Back to Johnson. This one for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Monroe's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Milwaukee.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Matthews kicks to Barea. Nowitzki a screen. Johnson a wide open look. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
Here's Jenkins. Just 5 on the clock. That one's off. Still out of sync. So no problem for
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the 2nd quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
I love the contribution he gave with his long-range shooting tonight. He was on fire. That turned out to be the big key for them. If someone drove the lane and the defense collapsed, they would always kick it to him for another 3. Splaka Katayow!
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, they are really playing at a high level right now, going 8-1 over the last 9 games. A few moments here before we start the game, let's talk shooting guards. Kenny, some have said the talent at that position is the weakest it's been in some time. Which young shooting guards do you think are poised to fill that void?
Well, James Harden's already there. You know, we're talking about Kobe and D Wade's departure as the top guys, so to speak. Klay Thompson, versatile shooter, defender, two-way player, as you love to call him, Ernie.
You know what you named 2, Kenny? We're going to take it to 5. I'm going to give you 3 more. Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
Tough as nails with a growing
I
offensive
like him.
game. My home.
We are in Milwaukee, where the Bucks are looking to take one in the interconference game at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Today's game marks the continuation of the Clippers' road schedule. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
And when you look at the Clippers, I know they've got their sights set on home court advantage in the playoffs this year. And because of that, they're going to be anxious not to spend too much time outside of that top spot.
And, Greg, it's still so early. I mean, I know they expect to be at the top of the standings eventually, but they've got plenty of time to get there.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Pierce in at the 3. Now Crawford. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Launches it. Good. Jenkins got the first 3 points tonight for the Bucks.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Crawford is screen on Carter Williams. The tray. And Crawford with the basket on the assist by Paul.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Outside, Antetokounmpo, and a wide-open look for Freak. And another 3 for Milwaukee. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Crawford kicks to Paul. Antetokounmpo against Jordan. It's Crawford with the drive. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Crawford's got 5.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against Dallas.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, you're right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game, some caused by their good defensive play, but some were just carelessness.
Jenkins can't get it to go.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Paul's shot is off. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Jenkins. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Unloads from 13. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Jenkins got 10 points in the game. The Clippers trail. Paul with the ball. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Griffin with it. Now Monroe defending. Here's Pierce. And he converts the layup. Pierce has got his second basket.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
And thank you, Doris. Here's Paul. After the made shot from Greg Monroe. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now here's Crawford, following the miss by Freak. Back to Paul. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Parker's checked in. The Clippers in the lead. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Crawford out there with D'Alembert, and it's Jordan in at the center position. Now here's Crawford. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Brooklyn. He used that pick to perfection. Redick's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Clippers. Vasquez dishes to Jenkins from deep. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bucks. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Celtics sitting in second place.
And I think for Milwaukee, they've started the season with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. They had a lot of people with doubt heading into the season. And I tell you what, they are out to prove those folks wrong.
And they're doing it, Greg. I know it's still early, but they've already shown they can compete with the best teams in the league.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Brooklyn Nets.
They wanted it more, Kevin. Simple as that. Looking at their second chance buckets especially, I mean, that's where it really shows up. Second chance points. They didn't play a whole lot of up and back. It was basically a half-court game. I mean, they stayed with each shot, grabbing boards, and then they converted the times they missed.
And really, if there's a measurement for effort, and that's always a priority for a coaching staff, really, you can look at second chance points. I mean, they did a terrific job of really just owning that offensive glass. Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Now here's Paul. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Carter Williams, the pass to Jenkins. Shoots it. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. All up top, Carter Williams covering. Paul goes in, and that one goes long.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
They just haven't been able to find an answer for Jenkins. 15 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. Now here's Paul. And here is Jordan. Screened by D'Alembert. Jordan kicks to Paul. Passes it to Redick. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Now the Bucks moving it up. Jenkins with the ball.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks had a huge game. He had 27 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. He was a big factor in helping the team come out ahead and continue their great play.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
Now here's Jenkins after the miss from Crawford. Jenkins dishes to Plumlee. Carter Williams kicks to Jenkins. Shoots from 12. And another basket for Milwaukee.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Clippers trail by 7. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Al Paul. It's Crawford on the wing. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Now here's Jenkins, covered by Reddick. Jenkins can't get it to go. Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Reddick. No good. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Jenkins. Tight defense on him. Tries it from the top of the key. That one wide left. Clippers trail by 7. Now here's Paul. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first. And so that brings the...
Yes, Kevin, here with